I'm checking right now too. Can you talk a little bit?
Always allow. Yeah, it wasn't allowed, but now it is. There you go.
Yep. See. Don't we have to restart the party though?
No, we
Oh,
don't.
there
It'll
we go.
kick in
Yeah,
a second.
it just came in. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just setting up the Twitch, and then what the hell?
I'm not playing for anyone. How is that cheating? Oh, we got some stream chat going in. Do I need to be? I probably need to watch your Twitch chat, don't I? Does it matter? Does anyone even talk about? Oops.
Yeah, they do now. 'Cause I said that we needed to start doing that, and people have started to. 'Cause like uh, before everyone used to do it, you know, in the Discord, and I was like, hey, dumbasses, if we want people to actually like give a shit about these games, they have to see that we give a shit about these games. So, so you know,
Was it amateur hour Overwatch?
enter the code below on your mobile device or computer. You'll soon be.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's amateur hour OW. That's why.
Come on.
Okay, so Shanghai got 4-0'd a bunch or whatever. So Philadelphia's played Vegas and Dallas. Alright, it's been 30 minutes, so the casters lose.
The casters give up on that. Jesus Christ, it's starting late already, and now we have to relink this for some reason. So can I just give up on that? Fucking Christ.
Oops.
It's 1-1-0 now. Fuck.
Oh, this guy copied me. What a bitch.
Fuck's sake, let's start.
Is Polian even in this game?
He is not.
Oh, what does he give a shit? What team is he on? Oh, he's on New York?
He's New
I thought
York.
he. Uh, did 14 link this shit? What?
Not yet.
What is this?
Just enter the code, forehead.
Rather. Oh my god. I'd rather die than cast for this league.
Fucking hell, dude. Are we starting? See, I hate this for Shanghai more than anyone else. They've been here, they've been ready the whole time. And fucking Philly with a delay. Fucking now this shit with a delay.
Can I not see how many people are watching? Why
Because
did he
we
get...
aren't streaming this game, oh man.
Should I link the stream? I can link my stream.
Yeah, you can. I just want to. The thing is that. Okay, no, we got it. We got it.
We got it, finally?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh boy.
Athena finally. Okay. So you want to broadcast on Twitch, and these two teams are on the
Philly.
left is
Philly.
Philly, right?
Yeah. Can we start? Bold fucking coming from you, buddy. Bold.
Shanghai.
Fuck.
Unicorns. Okay. Alright, I'm about to start it. Alright, it's starting. Okay, hello, everybody. I guess it's been like 30 minutes since the game was supposed to start. Really, at this point, 40. But, you know, that's fun. Anyway, we've waited long enough. Let's go ahead and start. Good start to that. You know, you could have done that trivia.
So you have to have the email account?
Incorrect. So Athena's saying that I could have linked it, but I couldn't have because it only links if you like have signed in onto that account like with the computer that you're putting the code into. So I literally could not have signed in there. So Athena is wrong. That's fine. I don't need to say that in the Discord because it won't convince our others. However, we are now good to go, theoretically. Shanghai, Philadelphia. Cool. Shanghai on first attack. Cooler.
Alright, can I spectate people is the question. Yes, I can. Okay. So there's D.Va, there's Zarya. Could I get this so it goes in order? Of course I can't. Alright, that's fine. So X is Sangren, Circle is later. L2 is Mr. Assassin. Wait, no, it's not. Alright, so hey everybody, we are here, finally, on Volskaya Industries for Amateur Hour Overwatch. I'm Leonard Barry, alongside my partner Trivia. Trivia, we're really excited to get this match underway.
We are really excited because it looks like Philly's going to be running the standard GOATS composition, but Shanghai is going to be running the triple dive tank variation of GOATS that they have insisted on running quite a few times to fair amounts of success.
Yeah, that Winston, Hammond, and Diva. Haven't seen it a lot so far in any sort of competitive matches, but we'll see it here as we're going to finally get underway here. Shanghai attacking point 1 on Volskaya. We're getting speed boosted around the left. The Goats team is just hiding on the right side room. Mr. Assassin finally baits them out. He takes a lot of damage. He's actually demeched already. He's trying to fire the blaster, getting picked up by Stardust. He's at full health. He's getting knocked around a little bit. Meanwhile, they're still on the point. Going to be a revive coming in here for Powerplug, who got blown up in that Hammond ball. But right now it looks like Philadelphia is going to be able to hold off this first push pretty easily.
Yeah, it's just the problem of the Shanghai side. They weren't able to really dive onto anybody because the enemy team of Philly were all in that back corner, grouped up.
Yeah, that back corner room really doesn't let them dive. You know that Winston has a default launch angle he has to go up at. He can't dive in there. Diva can fly in. Hammond can use the wall, but right now they're fighting on point, and this could go pretty well. Slap Happy Bros swinging away on Brigitte, trying to knock him off the point. Stardust Castaway is actually going to go down on Mercy. Same with Mr. Assassin and Powerplug. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a reset.
Bit of an unfortunate push in for them, and for some reason the Coalescence is coming out at the end. Bit of a, perhaps, I'll call it an ambitious Coalescence at the very end there. There's also a bomb when most of the fight was basically over, so that's going to leave the side of Philly with only 2 ults and maybe the Lucio to contest this next push.
As you hear the Valkyrie come out from Stardust, still the Zanabayan ult. However, here comes the Graviton out of Sangern. It's going to be enough to pick off Zanabayan before he can even use that Coalescence. Mercy's going to try to go in for the res. Actually able to get it off. No one on Philadelphia able to do enough damage. Here comes the Primal Rage from Iwa. However, it's still just really not enough, as there's too much healing on the side of Philadelphia right now. As he gets stunned up, he's going to be pretty low. Iwa's going to somehow manage to slink away. Same with Stardust. As she Valkyrie's out of there. Nope, she's going to go down to Alligator's Reinhardt Hammer. And once again, it looks like it's going to be another reset.
We're at about the 2-minute mark here, and the side of Shanghai have to make a decision if they want to keep what they've been running. And they're starting to swap Nikobe onto the Far, Iwa onto the Zarya. They're still keeping the triple tank so far because they want to save these ults, but they know that something needs to change. And hopefully for them, the Far will be able to deal with the Goats comp, as the Goats comp does not have any hit scan other than perhaps the Diva that can really deal with her.
Yep, and we'll see Minkobe with the flank. There comes the Diva Bomb, not able to pick off anyone. Too much cover there. Here comes the rally and the beat drop from Pickle and Slap Happy Bro. So a lot of support ultimates now from Philadelphia out. Another bomb comes out. That one's actually going to pick off Minkobe, as the rest of his team is also going to fall. Iwa's very low, high charge, but not going to get enough healing to survive. Powerplug is going to be the last one as he tries to retweet. Looks like he's going to get away. But once again, Philadelphia doing a nice job to stymie these Shanghai pushes.
And you'll notice that basically every single time the Alligator on the side of Philly keeps on getting in pin after pin after pin. But they go in with a minefield. They want to get a little bit of destruction headed in Shanghai's favor, but no one dies to it, so it's a bit of a waste.
Yeah, it gets swept away there by the Alligator. He's holding on to an Earth Shatter. 30 seconds remaining. As Stardust is actually swapped onto the Ana. We'll see if he gets more value out of that than he was getting out of the Mercy. As Mr. Assassin, there comes the Earth Shatter and the Graviton from Happy and Alligator. Alligator dangerously low. He's actually going to go down. Duck has already been killed. Here's the Barrage from Minka. He gets shot out of the sky by later. Diva gets left on the point. It looks like this might be the chance. However, the Ana goes down for Philadelphia. They still have 2 healers left. It's simply just a brawl on point right now.
Shanghai, they know that they have to win this fight. It's in overtime. They can't afford it, but it looks like finally it's 2 of the tanks on the side of Philly fall. Shanghai will at least get first.
Yeah, right there at overtime, they're going to be able to take the first point, and that was basically just a desperation push right there. They managed to all end up in the same location, and nice coordination there to finish off the rest of Philadelphia to capture the point.
And the side of Philly has done so well getting the ultimates necessary to take down these pushes, but for some reason, that time around, it just wasn't enough. The persistence of Shanghai won in the end.
As we see here, Alligator just gets slept right in the middle. However, he does have that Zarya bubble. Power Plug trying to frontline here on Hammond. It's really not working out too well for him.
Yeah,
he's not able to create space. He's not able to create as much space as he wants to. Here comes the Graviton, though. This could change things. The Minefield goes down right on top of it. The Sound Barrier comes down from Dill Pickle. It's going to keep a couple people alive. They still took a lot of damage there in that fight. Later, actually going to demech Mr. Assassin, but he's already fallen. Here comes another Graviton. This time, it's from Sangern for Philadelphia. And they're going to try to hold Shanghai back. Sangern very high charge here. Same with Iwa. However, Iwa is going to fall to Brigitte. And it looks like they're going to have to reset again. A nice job there to recover from Philadelphia.
Yeah, Shanghai invested so many ultimates, and after such a long brawl, basically has them all back. So they will have an advantage going into this next little skirmish here, considering that they only have to push into Alligator's Shatter and Damoduk's Coalescence. However, look out for that Shatter, because the side of Shanghai doesn't actually have a shield tank to block it. And it looks like Alligator wants to get in position to end this next push before it even has a chance to really start, stuck in this corner over here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Trivia. You know, no shield, that's going to be a huge disadvantage. We'll see here what they're able to do. As Sangern almost has another Graviton. He's charging those things up like crazy. Here comes the Diva ultimate for Mr. Assassin. It's actually going to demech later. Almost another Graviton for Sangern. Alligator uses the Earth Shatter. However, it doesn't look like it really got anybody.
So a visual bug there, but now Minikobe, not only nanoed, but also using Barrage, manages to get a 3K. Trying to keep the fight in his favor, but so many of his teammates are already dead that it's basically going to be a lost cause.
Wow, Sangern and Iwa both actually used the Gravitons at the same time. Neither one of them really needed to do that, but it will end up as a double kill for Philadelphia, and it'll actually turn into a triple kill. Shanghai, once again, forced to regroup.
And now looking at this next fight, both sides have the Coalescence ready, but only one has an ultimate other than that, with later coming up on this Diva Bomb. Hopefully he'll be able to use it to defend Philly, maybe pick off the Pharah, unable to escape in time. Later is trying to kind of block the Pharah from getting out any rockets, but instead he's just kind of feeding some ult charge instead. Going for a bit of an harass, gets an early pick off on him, and that's going to be a delay for the side of Shanghai, as they have to wait for him to return. They don't have a res.
It doesn't look like they really want to delay, though, as they're going to come in. However, Duck is going to drop that Coalescence. Iwa dangerously low. Yep, he's going to go down. And it looks like, once again, Philadelphia is going to win another fight.
Stardust Castaway should be killed here soon enough. She's just kind of been over there behind the enemy team for around about 20 seconds.
Later's going in real deep here. He's actually going to fall back, though. He was going real deep to try to pick off Minko on that Pharah. However, decides to save it. He could Diva Bomb over the top here, which could be devastating for this Shanghai push. As actually, it's just going to come out straight against the wall. It's not going to get anybody, though.
Oh, trying to touch with this Doomfist ult. He'll be able to make it, except he doesn't decide to pull the trigger in time. So that's going to be no percentage, no capture made for Shanghai onto the second objective.
Yeah, unfortunately, unable to get there in time. A bad grab came out at the end there by Sanger, and he was trying to group the team up so they couldn't touch, but he actually just missed, and it only attacked the wall. However, it didn't end up mattering, as Shanghai was unable to touch on that map, on that second point.
Now, it is fair to keep in mind, though, that Shanghai really, at that point, were kind of screwed from where to go. They were pushing into 5 ultimates from the enemy team, and all of them were used at once on the Philly side. It would have been a surprise if they could have even managed to get a single kill, let alone actually take the point in that situation. So you can't blame them for filling in that last push too much, but it's just kind of a shame to see them get absolutely nothing done. But that is the nature of 2CP, and they'll be looking to try and get a full hold here with the Bastion Maze strats.
Yeah, you know, we're a big fan of Power Plug on this Bastion. We'll see what he's able to do here on Volskaya. Not the world's greatest Bastion map, but also not the worst Bastion map.
Well, it all kind of depends on how good Iwa and Manikobe can do with keeping the enemy team away from him, or if they do get in close, stopping them from really getting in the lethal damage necessary to take him out. Now, Power Plug has done a good job for his entire team of just kind of generally being a good distraction at the very least. Even if he doesn't get a lot done, he opens the door for the rest of his team to capitalize on. Maybe that's all that they're looking for here. They're going to be defending against the Goats comp, which Bastion has a bit of a rocky record against, especially because of how aggressive it is. If they dive this Bastion, this should be an early take for the first point of Philly.
Yeah, we will see. We got this Orisa Hog here from Uwa. He actually manages a nice hook there on Alligator, and he's going to get walled off by the Mei. He's getting a lot of healing now from that Moira. We'll see if he's able to survive. Minko in pretty deep ahead of the shield. However, he does have that ice block as he's going to use it. The mech goes down for later. This is a good start so far for Shanghai here on defense. Iwa kind of just feeding ult charge, deciding not to play behind the shield.
He was doing an amazing job of setting up for that entire thing by getting that initial hook onto the Reinhardt. Look at how much ult charge Power Plug has now. Even if the enemy team of Philly do push into him, he can probably just tank configuration and at least take out 2 of them. But with another pull and another wall off, Shanghai isn't even going to let them have the opportunity to do that much. They're going to kill Slap Happy Bro and take out the Alligator in the process. Another hook. He was going insane. The madman. He keeps on setting up these hooks. Manikobe walls them off, and Power Plug just shoots at the fish in the barrel target of the Philly person.
Yeah, this is actually insane synergy we're seeing right now from the Mei Roadhog combination that most people, you know, would kind of sneeze at, but they're showing off how powerful this combination can be, especially behind an Orisa shield.
Yeah, Power Plug's not even behind an Orisa shield right now. He's left fully exposed. If the enemy team played something more akin to like a Hanzo, then they would probably be able to take him out before he even had a chance. But
as we see another
again,
hook wall combo.
It's just the hook wall combos, and they're going to try and ult to keep the Reinhardt alive, and now Shanghai is the one on the retreat.
Power Plug actually did get slept here. He could go down. We're going to see the whole hog come out from Iwa. He's in tank mode. He's doing work. Iwa's whole hogging. Later's mech is going to go down. Lots of kills coming in for both sides. However, Philadelphia is going to take the majority of that damage, and they're going to have to regroup and try to, once again, find a strategy to beat this impressive Shanghai composition.
They've already beat it. Some of their members managed to get in behind, and now after that entire struggle, Singer, with basically full charge, manages to take out half a team with the help of his Lucio. Somehow Philly not only won that fight, but managed to win it basically from behind the enemy team. I still don't understand what just happened. This game is wild.
Yeah, because Philadelphia did lose 4 people right there at the start. Up at the choke, however, Sangern and Pickle on the Lucio decided to just speed boost in. There's a 4-man Graviton. This could be the game right here. Sanger's 100 charge on. Nice Orisa shield comes down, and Power Plug's able to set up behind it. However, the Diva Bomb is going to erase that. Orisa's going to go down. Iwa's getting melted down by this full charge Sanger. Sanger doing work. Only the healers left. Moira will fall. Ana will fall. And so will Shanghai fall here on the first map. And Philadelphia will win Volskaya.
Such an impressive hold of first from Shanghai the entire time. A really interesting strategy that they had the skill to pull off. But ultimately, against the GOATS composition, which just has so much sustain and is just looking for a single opening on the enemy team, it's so difficult to beat that even in the best of circumstances. Also, we saw at one point Power Plug getting the nano tank configuration. Normally, you wouldn't nano a tanking Bastion, because under normal circumstances, a tank configuration Bastion will either kill something or he won't if he direct hits it. But I like the kind of over-the-top plan that they decided to go with there, even if it didn't end up working out. It was still pretty entertaining at the very least.
Yeah, very entertaining game there from both sides. It was exciting to watch. You know, we had a lot of unique strategies, but boy, did they work.
Boy, did they work, but unfortunately for Shanghai, just not well enough. Now, however, we're going to be going on to the next map of Nepal. Nepal Sanctum, where it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get in most of the cheese bastion strategies. However, Iwa's Roadhog will still be as viable as ever. I'd like to very specifically to point out just how powerful Iwa is at this Roadhog. I've said this before, I will say it again. Iwa makes the F-tier hero of Roadhog completely viable. And
hero.
And it's pretty good to see it. Especially now we're going on to Nepal. If we do so happen to make it to Nepal Sanctum, where there is that giant hole in the ground, which is not where we'll be starting, but again, hopefully we'll get there. We'll maybe be able to get to see some hook into a pit action.
Yeah, hopefully we will get to see some more nice Iwa hooks. He was doing really good, and the thing that surprised me was how much synergy he had with his Mei of Minko. It was really impressive to see every time a hook came out, a wall came out behind them to block them off. Especially against a Moira who can't heal through that wall and can't really get away around it. It was a really nice job to cut off the main and off tanks from the healing.
Well done from both sides, even if Philly was the one to take it in the end, but that's in the past, and we live in the here and now we're on Nepal, and this is one of my favorite, this is probably my second favorite, I'll say, of the three Nepal maps. It's really good for Pharah. Really, you can run basically anything on here. You have a lot of options for approaching the point. You can run spam heroes and shoot onto it. You can run a heavy tank composition and try and stay on the point and never leave it. It looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of both here, as Minikobe is going to be playing the Pharah, spamming onto the point, and the side of Philly is going to be playing the Goat's composition, which benefits from staying onto the point and just kind of sucking up whatever damage comes their way.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to come down to who's able to get the first pick, but it looks like the Goat's composition of Philadelphia is actually going to go for the left side flank. The Reinhardt is going to get slept. He gets pinned into the wall. He's already down. Alligator down. No main tank now for Philadelphia. This is going to be dangerous for them as they try to just hide in that room. It's going to not allow Minkobe to really do much damage. However, here they come out back to the point. Minkobe just able to free fire. Once again, someone gets pinned. This time it's Slap Happy Bro. Mr. Assassin going crazy on this Reinhardt. He gets his third kill on Duck. And he's just swinging that hammer. The Shatter already comes out. He's going to take out Dill Pickle as well. A 4-man for Mr. Assassin as he works on Mr. Alligator. That's not going to go to him. That's going to go to Power Plug. But an impressive first showing here from from Shanghai to capture the point.
Impressive play from Shanghai. It feels important to highlight exactly what allowed all of that to happen. It was Stardust Castaway getting the initial sleep onto the enemy Reinhardt, which allowed Mr. Assassin to get an easy first pin onto him without needing to worry about any counter pin. That first sleep dart opened the door for literally everything to come, and it feels, once again, important to highlight. But now, the enemy team of Philly is going to have to try and push in to Shanghai's Pharah, and they're kind of struggling a bit.
Yeah, as we see Slap Happy Bro on the Diva now, instead of the Brigida, trying to fly up there and do some damage. The whole team has changed. They're going dive composition now, actually, is Philadelphia. They've got Duck on the Zenyatta. Alligator's already fallen on that Winston to a fire strike from Reinhardt. Down goes Slap Happy Bro. Here comes the Graviton. That's a quad, or a 3-piece. Now it's a quad for Iwa. And Shanghai showing off their muscle here on Nepal.
Man, I completely missed that Graviton. Haha, Tator's in the chat, but that's fine, because at least you got to watch Power Plug on the Tracer do nothing. And I'm sure it'll be play of the game anyway, so don't worry about it. But, looking into this, Minikobe still has this barrage. He still has this barrage. Later is tired of this getting farmed. Now swapping onto the Soldier.
Yeah, smart choice. Especially because they switched off Diva to Tracer and Genji. Here comes the barrage. It's coming out. It's not really finding any kills. Did put down a lot of damage, though, for Philadelphia. However, Shanghai's members are getting picked off. Iwa's still pretty high charge on this Zarya. He's around 70 charge. He's getting messed up by a Tracer on his right side, though. Yeah, he's just going to have to back out. He's probably going to go down here and just jumps off the map to regroup with his team.
It's unfortunate for the side of Shanghai there. However, look at the capture percentage. They still have 90% here, so they only have to win one more fight. They have both support ultimates to do it, and the opposing side might get Dammit Duck's Transcendence, or they might not. Or I can tell you that these two support ultimates are going to be doing a lot of good for the side of Shanghai coming into here. As Power Plug gets Nano.
Yep, Nano boost onto Power Plug on the Doomfist. We'll take a look at him while he goes around. Sangren on that Tracer, only 50 HP. Yeah, Power Plug does get slept and go down. Sangren very, very low. He's actually going to get picked off by a Pharah rocket, but 3 are already down for Shanghai, and they're about to lose their 4th as Miko drops just Stardust on the point. However, it's not going to go Shanghai's way, and they're going to have to regroup as Philadelphia has 55% now of this capture of the 100 they need.
Really well done from Philly there, managing to survive that, and they will be rewarded for their efforts. Now they're the team coming up on basically 5, if you maybe call it 6 ultimates. Now Shanghai is going to have to wait for Minikoba to come back anyway after he gets picked early in the fight. They might choose to go in without him though. And they have a bold play.
They do. Mr. Assassin actually gets pulse bombed by Tracer. He's going to go down. No main tank for Shanghai, missing a DPS as well. The Pharah is the Brigitte and Zarya are dangerously low. The Brigitte actually goes down to the fire strike as Sanger is just trying to mess around on the back line and distract them. 91% now. Shanghai has to group up and touch as soon as possible. As Mr. Assassin dives in, he doesn't have a lot of healing right now, but the Coalescence is going to change that. Graviton comes out though. That's going to be a delete. Here comes the Transcendence. It looks like Shanghai is not going to be able to stay on this point like they want to, and it looks like Philadelphia is going to win here as overtime burns down, and it will be a Philadelphia victory.
From 0 to 90% start for Philly, they managed to bring it all the way back around. Got a sting for Shanghai. Now they're already in an even deeper hole than they were to begin with, losing map 1.
Yes, now they need to win 2 maps in a row here on Nepal. The next one will be the one you were looking for, Trivia, of Sanctum. And we'll see if we see that Ewar Roadhog as he's already swapped onto it. Same with Mr. Assassin on the Orisa. We'll see if Power Plug goes Bastion. He wasn't really getting a lot of value out of the Doomfist swap, but we'll see what he decides to do here. This is a very good map for Doomfist as he can fly around all over.
Also running Minikobe on the far, but later expects that. He's still stuck to the soldier pick. Can't blame him. And Kobe trying to go around the left side, a bit of a flank. We'll check back up on him in a second.
Wow, and Zayaban goes down instantly to the Helix Rockets from later. He's doing a lot of work. Oh, the hook comes out from Iwa, taking out Slap Happy, bro. Do not try to mirror match Iwa on the Roadhog, as he will mess you up. However, Sangren doing a lot of messing people up here. Behind the play, the Pharmacy is doing a little bit of damage, though. They're able to pick off Alligator as the rest of Shanghai comes back in. Power Plug getting low, and he's actually going to get taken out by Sangren. Sangren doing a lot of work on this Tracer. It looks like the point is going to be flipped, and it will be. Shanghai able to take it after Philadelphia won the initial engage.
Kobe kind of tempting fate here, playing in the hole, but he will hopefully get out. Yeah, he was doing such a good job here already. We see how much ult charge he has. Power Plug in a bit of a dangerous position. Still not getting healed. Still, finally.
Sangren able to do some damage from behind, works his way up to that Pulse Bomb. Iwa also with the hook. The Pulse Bomb takes out Mr. Assassin. Xanaban getting dangerously close to getting knocked off the map. Has to fade into the tunnel. Stardust Castaway going for the revive. Sangren says no. That's a big pick. No main tank and no main healer. Still have Xanaban, however, but Power Plug's going to go down. Losing people at a rapid rate. Miko tries to salvage it with the barrage. It's not going to happen. And it's going to be a team wipe there for Philadelphia.
Really important to highlight just how much work Sangren did. We see him on fire, and there's good reason for that. He managed to stop Stardust from getting off the res. He did a lot of damage to Minikobe while he was stuck in the animation for the barrage. He managed to kill Mr. Assassin. A lot of that fight was won or lost based on the efforts of Sangern, as will be the start of this next fight. Already getting a pick on Mr. Assassin and going for Power Plug as well.
Gets him too, thanks to the help of Dammit Duck's Discord. Duck doing a lot of work here on the back lines, able to discord the targets that Sangern is focusing. Great communication between those two. As Minkobe spots later and tries to fire at him. Just too much damage right now for Minkobe with the projectile and hit scan heroes that Philadelphia have. He may need to swap off that Pharah. Iwa tries for Slap Happy Bro tries for a hook. As Stardust Castaway is getting messed up here by Later's. Minkobe is discorded. They might be able to have enough damage to burst him down out of the sky. However, Stardust is going to get whole hogged into the corner and go down. Iwa trying to flank behind. Shanghai not really fighting on the point, even though they probably could have flipped it by now. As it looks like Power Plug is going to... Yep, he's going to Meteor Strike on the Duck. That'll finish him off. However, he's going to get finished off. Iwa getting low. He goes down. And really, this fight is just a wash, but that means that Philadelphia will keep control of the point.
Yeah, we're coming up on 90% now. This is going to be the last chance saloon for the Shanghai squad. They have a few ultimates to do it, but they're down a man.
We'll see the Coalescence and the Valkyrie come out. Both support ultimates coming out. Mr. Assassin still, with all that healing, can't survive the insane damage output. Here comes the Tactical Visor from Later. He's on the back line. He's doing a lot of damage. That Orisa Shield's not really in a place that affects him from doing damage. Mr. Assassin goes down. The McCree swap, he's not going to have healing. And Minko's not technically on the point as he's flying above it. And so Philadelphia will win map number 2.
Yeah, and the story of map number 2 there was not Iwa being the Roadhog that we all look to see, but in fact, Slap Happy Bro getting so many fantastic hooks. Really well done from him. A gigantic Graviton that, again, I missed, but I knew it would be play.
Yeah, that was a huge Graviton there.
He was proving himself to be one of the best off tanks in the league, but right then just got shown up a bit by the good old Slap Happy, slapping his hook around and throwing them into the dirt. What do you want to say here? I'm just coming up with whatever goes into my mind first. So we go into Kings Row.
Yep, Philadelphia now with a commanding 2-0 lead over Shanghai, going on to Kings Row, where hopefully we'll get to see more of Iwa on that Zarya. Kings Row, notably known for being one of the best Ryan Zarya maps in all of Overwatch. It'll be exciting to see how both these teams' off-tanks perform.
Be exciting to see any sort of dynamic here. It doesn't look like anyone's asking for any swaps either, as far as I can tell. These two teams, they're kind of playing with all that they have here, at least in the case of Philly's squad. And seems like Shanghai know exactly who they want to be playing, and they don't want to make any changes, at least at the moment.
It looks like they're going to sub, actually.
Oh, it looks like they are. We might... are we going to see a little bit of the old cold chill? A little bit of the old cold chill action?
We'll see who they decide to sub on here.
Be interesting to see. They copied Dallas. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I don't know if you've noticed this, Leo, but take a look at Shanghai's career profile, or their player icons.
I see 4 Shanghai Dragons and 2 Atlantic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, it spells. Okay.
Yeah. Got him. Score is 2-0 in favor of Philly.
So one more map victory for Philly means the end, correct?
It's not the end because we go to all 4 maps, but one more map win for Philly means that they win the match. And at that point, Shanghai will just be looking to not get 4-0'd. All right. They said that we're looking for a sub here, but not a lot of elaboration has been made on that at the moment, boys. Yeah, for map differentials, they play all 4 games. Yeah. We play this just like good old-fashioned Overwatch League. We are not a league, we are a community. At least that's what our contract says.
Looks like Powerplug is typing in the chat. We'll see if they
Score
do
is
decide
2-0 in favor of Philly. I think I just said that. But people in chat, I know that all you people from the community are here. Yeah, Ninja Killers, you're right. I know that all you people from the community are here. You know to put the score when things are happening. Come on, don't slack. Alright, 2-0. Apparently we're not subbing. Cool. So I assume that we're good to go, and if someone tells me otherwise, then, you know, that's what pauses exist for, I guess.
All right, let's get this King's Row started.
Now entering King's Row.
Going to Kings, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, even more so for Shanghai, in that they do have a really strong tank line, but their DPS has kind of always leaned towards only finding a lot of success when they were able to play something ambitious, like the Bastion Sim or the triple dive tank. So even though Ewa is a really good Zarya and Mr. Assassin is a really good Rhine, and Stardust and Zane have proven themselves to be really good supports. The question is if their DPS will be able to keep up in this map, where now they have to kind of play by the normal rules instead of being able to benefit from any sort of cheese, at least that I'm aware of.
It'll be interesting to see. Okay, Powerplug is going to play Widowmaker. I was going to say, King's Row, normally you want to see a Rhine, a Zarya, and a Widowmaker. At least, or just 3 defaults you should have on your team on this map. We are going to see that from Shanghai. Interesting to see if we'll get that from Philly, as they are going to be on defense first here.
Now it's going to be these two sides. Powerplug might be looking to play Widow, and Kobe might be looking to play Before. We don't know. They are still in spawn. Anything's subject to change, but it's not subject to change. Is that Philly seems to be looking to play this defensive Pharah, but they're playing it with a bit of an odd healer combination. They have a Zen to keep the pocket orb on her, but that's not very much in the way of constant healing, at least not if Powerplug or Stardust or even Kobe decide to go after her, or go after Sangurn in spades.
Yeah, right now Powerplug really doesn't have any line of sights. He probably needs to move up a little bit, as the rest of his team is already moving towards the point. There he goes. He finally gets that good line of sight. Not able to find anybody right now, though. He tries to shoot Sangurn out of the sky, but only lands a body shot, as the rest of his team's kind of getting backed away. There we go. Lands the headshot on Sangurn. So no Pharah now. No main tank, no Pharah, and now no Zenyatta for Philadelphia. It looks like Shanghai should be able to easily take this point, simply only losing Makobe.
Really well done for Shanghai there. A lot of that off the back of Mr. Assassin. Again, he has these pop-off moments, and especially in this particular match so far, he's done well literally every single round. For somehow, in a pretty unexpected twist based on what I was aware of, it looks like the most consistent part of Shanghai, at least at this stage, is their tank line, which I don't think, again, most people would have perhaps expected.
Yeah, the tank line's doing very well. Ewa's playing a fantastic Zarya, as you see, building up a lot of charge right now, trying to get that ultimate online. Mr. Assassin's getting dangerous slowly. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Ewa is full charge though. Doing a lot of work. Not able to stay alive though. And Shanghai actually gets team killed there.
It's unfortunate for them, and unfortunate for Ewa to die with so much charge, but a few swaps are coming the way here. As now Powerplug goes on this McCree. He wants to have an option to take care of Sangurn on the Tracer. It's been harassing them for 2 games now, and we're not a fan of it.
Both Assassin
Need
and
harassment.
Ewok with their ultimates, though. This could be a huge fight right here. We could see the Earth Shatter come out pretty soon, or the Graviton. Assassin does use the Shatter, but it gets blocked. Nice job there by Alligator. Now they're just relying on the Graviton, but probably going to have to wait until Power Plug and Assassin are back, especially after Stardust gets pinned into a wall. Just going to simply have to
it's
wait.
just gonna be another. It's gonna be another reset for them. You know, they don't like being forced to stay in their spawn for so long, but they're coming up on enough ultimates here. Still gonna have to wait again as more of their members fall.
Yeah, they're waiting on ultimates, but late Coalescence here. Looks like they're just going to try to use that to be very aggressive here and wipe the rest of Shanghai. However, 5 ultimates on the side of Philadelphia are available. Ewok getting dangerous though. Man, Sanger getting so much value out of that Tracer. He's able to solo Ewok. No main tank now for Philadelphia as Alligator gets picked off by Power Plug. Sanger also goes down to Power Plug, doing a nice job on this McCree here. Later's pretty low. He's going to get healed up and bubbled by his Lucio and Zarya. Now 6 ultimates. Well, only 5 now after Minkobe uses the barrage. He says, I'll press triangle to go back to spawn, but he's going to take Later with him. Here comes the high noon. That'll pick off Dill Pickle, I guess, is his name.
Yeah, Dill Pickle. Sure. Works for me.
And Shanghai continues this push here. They're doing a nice job of staggering their ultimates enough to get picks to move the cart as Minkobe is trying to come back. He thinks it's TF2 and tries to rocket jump. However, he's down to 80 health already.
Bit of a desperation slam coming from Mr. Assassin. It's not going to be enough to bring the fight back in his team's favor. They're just going to be looking to retreat. They'll be lucky to get out with their lives, though.
Yes, they will be lucky to retreat with their lives. However, Minkobe was so low after those 2 rocket jumps that he's actually just going to go down. He's actually going to swap onto the Mei, so we will see a little bit of that creativity you were talking about from Shanghai. Trivia.
Glad to see it. You love to see it. Now, again, these 2 teams, well, one would have an advantage here over the other, because Shanghai just has to win 1 fight in order to get to second. They have the ultimate advantage, and these ultimates and the heroes using them combo really well together. So it shouldn't be too difficult to push in past the healing of the 2 support ults on the side of Philly. You're going to be looking out for Sangren, though. They know he's been a thorn in their side this whole time.
Everyone on Philadelphia getting really low. Here comes Sanger, and he's going to recall out already. Slappy Bro gets freezed on top of the payload by Mei. However, Mr. Assassin goes down to Later. The Earth Shatter comes out, somehow doesn't connect with anyone, but it doesn't matter because Sanger's tearing apart the backline. Even with the Coalescence coming out, Xanaban not going to be able to keep all of his teammates alive. Power Plug goes down to Slappy Bro. Minko goes down to Fire Strike from Alligator. Sanger just harassing the backline. Takes out Xanaban. Stardust actually swapped off that Ana to a Mercy. Already at 20% on the ultimate charge. Just healing up his teammates after that extended fight.
Yeah, no kidding. It's really easy to get a lot of charge as a healer when your team just keeps dying and dying and dying. They've only got 50 seconds left, roughly 2 pushes if they're lucky.
Yeah, Mr. Assassin comes in, drops the hammer. He's low, he's half health. Stardust is keeping him alive with the Mercy, he's doing a lot better job now, able to get healing to his main tank than he was able to do on that Ana. Sangren, however, doesn't care, picks him off with the Pulse Bomb. As Alligator is just frontline and swinging away. Dill Pickle finally manages to take out Assassin. The Graviton actually blocked by the wall, so no follow-up available for Philadelphia. Only 20 seconds remain in the game. It does not look like Shanghai is going to be able to group up enough as Alligator's about to have an Earth Shatter, and Dill Pickle still is holding onto that sound barrier. Sangren once again
They at least need to be able to touch. 6 seconds. Is anyone even going to be able to get to the payload? It's all going to be on Iwa, and it doesn't look like it.
It looks like they are going to get there. Oh, a big shatter comes up from behind. Stardust is going to go down. Alligator's going to get frozen. It doesn't really matter. He has that sound barrier protection. Tries to pin that Tracer against the wall. Does the Alligator. The Mei drops a Blizzard. This could be huge. This might be able to freeze the team, give them enough time to come back. Sangren's still just messing around on that backline, though. Power Plug has swapped onto Tracer, but Sangren says, I'm a better Tracer than you. Takes him out. Minko goes down to the Horb. Man, this fight has been long.
Long fight, but it's over now. Eventually,
No,
the res coming
yes,
out, it
yes,
gets stopped.
it's over. Wow.
At the very least, Shanghai is going to be happy that they were at least able to try and use basically all of their ultimates instead of being kind of left with a few pieces of change in their pockets. Fortunately, they will only get it roughly to second, not fully able to capitalize on that. Pretty decent job, but against the force that is Philadelphia, they were looking for more.
And man, was that an extended team fight there at the end. Both teams throwing bodies, resources, and ultimates into that fight. It lasted almost an entire minute of just simply ultimate usage.
I believe I'm stuck in one of the spawn rooms now. But that's fine, the doors will open eventually.
There you go, you're able to swap out now that the teams have actually loaded into the game.
Yeah, I can swap onto them, I know that, but okay, there we go. I was so confused. Jesus Christ. But now it's going to be Shanghai looking to defend, and they want to try something a little bit weird. Pre-rework Torbjorn over here from Power Plug. Iwa swapping off of the off tank onto the Zarya. Mr. Assassin swapping off of the main tank onto the off tank. And Akobe swapping off of DPS onto the main tank. This is a full roster shakeup from the side of Shanghai. The only people who are the same are Power Plug and the healers. So we'll see how well this goes for them. They're going to be defending against another Goats comp.
Of course, Goats on this map, very, very prevalent. They're actually just going to focus down that Torbjorn turret right away. So our friend Power Plug will have to put up a new turret in a different locale. However, Minko actually already fire striking Dill Pickle, swinging on Slap Happy Bro, doing a nice job so far as his swap on the main tank. Mr. Assassin very low on charge right now. He's trying to get some. Alligator's taking a lot of damage, has to put that shield up. So is Later. The healing orb from Moira not able to save them right now, or at least get them back up to full health. Iwa takes out Slap Happy Bro again, so he's going to have another walk back from spawn. Mr. Assassin already almost to a Graviton, 60% charge so far. As Iwa takes out Later's mech. This Junkrat Torbjorn doing a lot of damage so far. Pickle goes down to Mr. Assassin Zarya. He's getting close to a Graviton. Mako swinging on people though. Maybe he was the main tank after all, as he shatters and picks off two. And the rest of the team will finish it off. Shanghai looking very good here early on.
Well, that was basically just a gigantic fight waste from the side of Philly for basically that entire round, because there was so often when they were just 5 people to 6 and they were just never able to regroup and they weren't willing to just walk back to their spawn doors. It was a very messy fight that was always going to go in the favor of Shanghai as long as they found the first pick, and Minikobe did.
Yep, and now 5 ultimates available for Shanghai, so we'll see how they stop this. This Graviton could be pretty deadly as Minkobe gets knocked down. There comes the Graviton. The tire also comes out. Duck goes down to the tire. The Molten Core comes out from Power Plug as he got dangerously low. Alligator's taking a lot of damage from this fully charged Zarya that is Mr. Assassin. It looks like they're finally gonna fall back a little bit, but not really. Sangern and Later still kind of fighting on the front line. Later actually goes down. Farah does actually back up. And Alligator has a shatter, so if he can find a way to get Minkobe out of this choke, does have the opportunity for a big shatter.
Name of this game so far has just been Sangern, struggling to find the value they did before, and his team is struggling based off of that. Meanwhile, the enemy team of Shanghai is managing to find so much, no matter who's playing what role, apparently.
As we see the shatter come out from Minko, it's going to be enough to take out Alligator. Thanks to him dropping his shield. Xanaban getting dangerously low from these Farah rockets.
Shanghai has his barrage. When's he going to choose to use it, though?
There it is. It comes out now. He's going to press triangle to go back to spawn, but he's actually going to pick off 3 people. A nice job there getting some value out of that from Sangern. It could be enough for Philadelphia to take this first point. Just have to deal with this Moira and Zarya. They take out the Moira. The power plug in the back left with the Torbjorn turret. Duck uses Coalescence simply to take out the turret. Probably could have saved that for a better situation. However, it doesn't matter as Philadelphia will take the first point and get that payload push moving.
Yeah, all that they needed was for Sangern to finally find an opportunity to open it up. Cracked it like an egg with a 3K barrage. He might have died for it, but he got rezzed anyway. Side of Shanghai just couldn't compete in that situation. Now they're going to have a little bit of a disadvantage as one of their numbers perhaps overextends a bit or just gets caught out by Sangern. Now there's a second.
Yeah, that second is a big one because that Stardust Castaway. Xanaban's in a bad position too. He goes down. Mr. Assassin's dangerously low. Duck trying to be a bloodthirsty support. Almost had Iwa. Excuse me, not Iwa. Assassin.
How did he pin a Pharah? How did he do that? He pinned a Pharah. Whatever. Alright.
It's just like getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know. Both Reinhardt's very low. Both Reinhardt's go down. That Torbjorn turret up in the top left, providing some value. However, it's going to be taken out by a combination of Sangern and Duck. Dilpico going to res Alligator. That's a big one. Here comes the tire after people have been knocked down from the Shatter. It's only able to pick off Later's mech, but Philadelphia is getting close to where they need to be as Sangern drops another ultimate, this time picked off by Iwa, but Slap Happy Bro says go back to spawn Iwa. The Coalescence comes out and takes out the opposite Moira, and Shanghai is going to be able to hold here right on the edge as it looks like there's about 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining here on King's Row.
It's roughly enough for about 2, maybe 3 pushes if the Philly side is lucky or a bit quick on the draw. Shanghai's going to be looking probably to win this off the back of this Earth Shatter alone. They don't want to invest anything else into this, and if they have to, it's going to be a bit of a loss for them, even if they might have won the fight. Sangern hitting the backside of Mr. Assassin, pushing him away from his team as well. Almost manages to get the kill.
Nice job there, yeah. The Earth Shatter was a huge deterrence right now for Philadelphia. However, Min Kobe is going in so deep, he gets his armor burned off. He's so low, and he will go down to Alligator's Fire Strike. Now Alligator, if he can get some ultimate charge here. Oh my god, he gets deleted instead. Never mind. I was going to say he could put down a Shatter with no shield. But that self-destruct will come out instead. That's not able to pick off anyone. David Duck's still holding on to this Coalescence. He may need to activate that. That might be what shifts the tides here. But Sanger's on his way back from spawn. They only have 1 DPS at the moment, which is Slap Happy Bro. There comes the Graviton from Mr. Assassin.
No one's able to follow up on it, though. A bit of a late Coalescence to attempt it.
Later actually able to pick off 2, though. And now Minkobe goes down. This might be the end for Shanghai. It's a 6v3. And it's not a good one as the Earth Shatter comes out, wipes out 2. Power plug on the Torbjorn. He's not going to survive. That's going to be it. And Philadelphia 3-0 over Shanghai.
Philly, 3-0 Shanghai. Really well done from them. It's just off the back of so many things. Sangern, Slap Happy Bro, the Alligator. They managed to win this round. Even against what is frankly some of the strongest that we've seen Shanghai look so far, we've still seen Philly manage to come up even stronger, which is interesting to see. And now it's going to be on Shanghai just try and redeem themselves in the 4th map, which will be Gibraltar. Now Gibraltar does absolutely favor Shanghai more because it's very easy to run dive tanks, and generally dive tanks have a bit of an advantage due to how much height there is on that map. So it should absolutely be possible for Shanghai to at least come out of this round with their dignity intact.
And also, after what we saw from Shanghai on that map, they may need to have a little bit of a team discussion and just think, hey, maybe we should switch up the team composition a little bit, because Mr. Assassin was doing well on that Zarya. We saw really fantastic Ryan play from Minko on the Reinhardt, obviously. It was very, very impressive to see what Shanghai was able to do there when they actually put together a pretty decent comp.
And now we'll see them hopefully get to flex and spread their wings a little bit with now being able to run this triple dive tank strat if they choose to. But that could always be a bit of a debate. It doesn't look like anyone is telling me to stop, so I assume that we're good to go. So, Shanghai, the onus is on you now. Try and stop yourselves from getting 4-0'd. I believe in you.
I would be very, very excited to see a 6 support team from Shanghai, which we've seen before.
We have seen that before on this map specifically. I would love to see that, but I have a feeling that in this instance, I don't think that they're going to be looking to. I think that right now they're going to be willing to try something that has worked against strong teams in the past. So now we'll get to see it go down here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. And before the round starts, I'm going to go ahead and change up some of my camera controls because for some reason they're a little bit weird right now. So everyone who's watching the stream is going to get the exciting trait of getting to watch me do that. So, Leo, entertain them with your voice.
I can do that. So we are here assembling our heroes on Watchpoint Gibraltar. It does not look like the triple dive strat is in effect right now for Shanghai. They are attacking, but simply with a Winston Hammond. Iwa is on that Widowmaker. I mean, Kobe's actually playing support, so we're seeing a little bit of a switch up here. Xanaban, who's been exclusively playing Moira, is on the Winston at the moment. Stardust, who's been the Ana Mercy main, is on the Hanzo. I mean, Kobe, who we've seen flex a little bit, play DPS, play Reinhardt. He's not playing Ana. David Duck walks off the map. We're excited about that prospect, I guess, as we wait for him to respawn. He just did it to switch to Moira, it looks like, instead of walking back to spawn.
Can't blame pretty good fake out on the enemy team. It'll be interesting to see if Shanghai do actually stick with this. I don't think I've ever seen Stardust play anything but a main support, so yeah, it looks like they're trying to kind of flex their wings a bit. They're not playing triple dive tank either, they're just going double dive, and against this enemy composition of double sniper and the Discord from the Zenyatta, I think it's going to be a short-lived decision.
Well, I'm finally excited that we get our first Widow matchup. We're going to have Iwa versus Sangern. However, Sangern is going to go down to Mr. Assassin's Tracer. Mr. Assassin gets 2 before going down to later. A nice job there by Mr. Assassin. Get some value. Should be able to push the card a little bit thanks to that.
Yeah, but notice how much it is just a little bit of push so far. 45 seconds in, still not even under the overpass, just now starting to get there. That's a bit of a bad place to start from if you're the Shanghai team.
And later's Hanzo is once again going to fall, this time to Mr. Assassin, who's been doing a very nice job. Iwa actually gets headshotted but not discorded, so he's going to stay alive for the moment. That is very dangerous. As Mr. Assassin picks off Alligator 2, taking out the main tanks, taking out the sports, taking out the DPS. Speaking of supports going down, Power Plug takes out Dill Pickle. The Pulse Bomb comes out. It doesn't find any kills. Power Plug going ham on Hammond. However, later able to finish him off with an arrow.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Ham on Hammond. I get it. It's funny.
Oh man. Anyway, after that terrible pun.
After the back of Stardust Castaway, they will manage to actually cap first though, using the efforts of Dragon Strike and Stardust finding a third pick as well. So 3K for her. Now a nano boost onto Hamster.
Yeah, we have a nano Hammond. He's dropping down. He's actually getting slept. Doesn't matter. Woken up by the Winston's Tesla gun. He drops down onto the health pack. Very, very close to that ultimate. The minefield, which could be such a deterrence for Shanghai, or for Philadelphia if he puts it in the right spot here, especially in this instance. However, he's finding his way onto Sangern. Iwa is going to use that ability to land a body shot. And Mr. Assassin once again picks off later. He sticks the exploding mech of Alligator and somehow manages to get the kill. Big enough range on the pulse bomb. Shanghai looking really good so far here on Gibraltar.
Yeah, they've always benefited from Gibraltar. They've always benefited from maps that allow these dive tanks to fully thrive. And now with the purple onto the Winston, they're going to go for a stagger on him. They have 5 minutes to take third. 5 minutes. And they have both tank ultimates, and they're coming up on Stardust's Dragon Strike as well. That's nothing to scoff at. They will trade a little bit, though.
Yep, later is going to pick off Minko.
Our team has a res, so every single individual pick matters a lot more.
As we see Mr. Assassin working on Senger and Zarya. The Transcendent's going to keep him alive for now, but it's just building ult charge for Assassin. Already up to 92%. He was at 30. He picks the Reinhardt as the target. Best ability to get ult charge there, and does get it. So Pulse Bomb, Primal Rage, and Dragon Strike all available. Nano Boost very close to coming online. Pulse Bomb comes out, not able to find the target, but the Dragon Strike does find Duck, and he goes down. Lots of picks for Shanghai, but they've also lost 2 members.
Stars was looking to find legit solo 3K there and almost manages it, but fortunately for them, a little bit too much in the way of trades coming out. And now Philly, with off the back of the nano boost and the respawn advantage, isn't going to really lose much ground here. Powerplug's still trying to get some free ult charge, but he might die for it, and frankly is in a really bad spot right now.
Mr. Assassin somehow still alive, actually able to get that final kill, get the final bullets on the Slap Happy Bro to take him down. He's almost got another Pulse Bomb, 87%, as he goes after Alligator and finishes him off.
He'll finish him off, but he'll die to his mine in the process. I guess he just didn't see it on the floor, or didn't really think that he'd get caught by it, but get caught he did.
Here comes the Graviton, not able to get the follow-up next to a nice dive there by Powerplug, knocking up the enemy team of Philadelphia. As the very low Winston of Xanaban dives in and gets deleted. Powerplug just hanging around. He's going to go down as well. And it's going to be a full reset for Shanghai.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a rough spot for Shanghai. Start with 5 minutes, and it's going to be even more delayed. Now that Alligator picks off 2 of Iwa and Mr. Assassin. There's that tactical vision that the Widow gets from Infrasight is so important for getting early picks before fights even begin. Even though she's just lost it, she does see where the enemy is coming and wants to start getting it again.
Oh, here comes the minefield. It's going to be swept away by Dill Pickle. Good job using Transcendence to just clear out those mines, as they were in a pretty dangerous position. Powerplug with the Discord on him. He's going to go down. Lots of arrows coming in from later, and the body shot from Alligator finally finishes him off. Looks like Iwa has swapped onto the Doomfist. We'll see how much value he gets out of that.
Might just find the Alligator, but it's a bit of a close fight, and it looks like if just a melee comes through, it's just going to machine gun Iwa down. Iwa's found success playing Doomfist before, specifically on Gibraltar, but I think against the Alligator on this Widowmaker, they're going to need to be a little bit different. They're going to need a little bit of problem solving here. Alligator has done so well, even just standing here on 88 health. No one's able to get the damage off onto him. Just finish him off.
The Dragon Strike comes up from behind along with the Pulse Bomb. Kind of just throwing ultimates out there are Shanghai. Didn't really work out. Later still holding on to a Dragon Strike for Philadelphia. They were able to move the card a little bit thanks to those 2 flanks there, as Xanaman catches a body shot arrow. And Hanzo's actually going to go down to Iwa on the Pharah.
That's been the story for Shanghai this entire third push. It's just kind of been, it's a compositional problem. So they don't have any sort of combos with their ultimates, really. They're just kind of playing, look at them now. 2 main tanks, a Pharah, a Sombra. Like, I guess the Sombra and Ryan can ult together, but they haven't given them enough time to really get the ultimates. So they've just kind of been pushing in haphazardly, hoping that something works.
A nice headshot there from later, taking out Iwa while he was way up in the sky. That was a very, very well-placed arrow.
Pulse Bomb comes through, doesn't find anyone.
Yeah, once again, the Pulse Bomb not landing. Another headshot from later, this time onto Xanaban on that Winston. And it's amazing how the Tracer's really been shut down, even though there have been no swaps coming out from Philadelphia. She was doing so much work on the first 2 points, but now really unable to find anything.
Singer finds the grab and they try to follow it up with a Dragon Strike, but doesn't seem to get absolutely anybody. Shanghai finally looking to get a little bit of progress here, and they're managing to push it forward, but they don't have the ultimates to really follow it up. Unless Iwa eventually comes back in with this barrage.
There it is. The barrage comes out from the point. He's going to press triangle to go back to spawn, though. Basically, someone needs to contest. It's getting dangerously close to being pushed in. Later's there. He takes out Xanaban. Here comes the Coalescence. Needs to shut this down with the Storm Arrow. Not able to land. Gets the headshot, though. That'll shut him down. Later doing a lot of work on this Hanzo. Simply power plug left on the Zarya, just kind of spinning in circles, realizing the impending doom. The Doomfish shows up along with the Tracer. However, they're both going to go down. They're still
Assassin has been contesting for so long, and finally it will end. They managed to almost get it to third. Almost get it to third, but it's just not quite there. Now it's going to be on the Philly side. It's within their reach to get a 4-0 onto the Shanghai team. The question is if they'll be able to find the success that they're looking for.
Simply need to get it all the way, as it's about right as close as you could get the payload without actually pushing it in, which is very unfortunate for Shanghai. And you know, something we've seen all day, trivia so far, is that Shanghai is unable to get 100%. They didn't get it all the way in. They didn't capture both points on Volskaya. They didn't capture a single full point on Nepal. And King's Row didn't get 100% of the way. And now when Gibraltar attack, we're not able to push it all the way in. They just simply have fallen short in the final third.
What are they doing right now? Look at this. Look at this and tell me that my eyes aren't lying to me. What's Shanghai doing right now?
This is the patented 5 support bastion defense strategy on Gibraltar, where you pump all your resources in to healing the GOAT of Overwatch, which is Bastion.
Oh my god. Oh, why are they doing this? What? Are they doing it because they're insane? Or are they doing it because they're the smartest people in the world? Iwa, falling down, needs to try and walk back up the staircase to reconvene with the team. They're going to be having to use Bastion to defend against a full dive attack. This is full classic dive. They get the first pick at least.
Yeah, power plug, take it out, Dill Pickle, take it out, Slap Happy, bro. Bastion, doing work. Here comes the rest of the team behind. Later goes down. Bastion drops off. They're gonna get the res from Kobe. Bastion literally just sitting there, spamming fire into this hallway. The payload's getting moved. I honestly don't think Shanghai really cares where the heck the payload is moving. It's already under the overpass. It's already past where Shanghai is.
They've just ignored it. Now they've turned around. They'll kill Dammit Duck.
Oh, Duck goes down
immediately.
It's hard not to go down immediately when you have a damage boosted Bastion shooting into the back of your head.
I don't even know what to say. 2 supports fall, but that still leaves 3. So how much can Philly really do here unless they finally take out the damage source of Bastion himself? Powerplug is in a bit of a rough position. As he tank configurations, he wants to take out the Genji.
And he does.
Succeeds.
He manages to take out the Genji. Takes out Slap Happy Bro on the Lucio. Will the Tracer fall? Find out on next week's episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Don't you dare. There it is. Okay.
Duck goes down. Power
Can
plug.
anyone stop power plug? This is ridiculous. How? I don't even understand. Literally, all they have to do is just put a Discord on power plug and dive him, and he will melt. He will go down instantly.
But
he's put himself in a terrible position.
But it doesn't matter. He has so much healing. He gets stuck. Oh, he finally cares because he dies to Sangern. It finally matters. Oh, it doesn't matter. They res him. No, they don't care. Here he comes. Oh, he's down again. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. And now, later, with the 3K, Duck takes out Mr. Assassin. We'll see if Shanghai's able to set up this beautiful Bastion strat again. But if they can't get this set up, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's not looking good for the Shanghai side. They've tried this and they've decided 5 supports isn't quite good enough, so instead they're just going to go for 4. They're going to have Iwa on this Doomfist. I don't know if they're even trying to get this plan to work anymore, if they're just trying to have a little bit of fun with it, but Iwa still finds the kill onto the main tank. A little bit weak right now, only 90 health, and hoping that one of his 4 healers can help him out at some point. Now only 3, as they also have the Symmetra.
Oh boy, Mr. Assassin gets stuck. Doesn't matter, power plug. Takes out Sangern. He avenges his friend Mr. Assassin. As he's firing away into later, the Diva Bomb comes out. He tries to get behind the wall. He does get behind the wall. Power plug, the MVP on the Bastion, melts the barrier of the Winston. He gets discorded, taking a lot of damage. He's trying to heal it up. Takes out Damn It Duck. Winston's behind him. He doesn't care. He simply just spams L2. Genji and Winston on him. Not enough damage. He heals through it. Now he finally goes down to the leap of Winston.
It just takes so long for anyone to actually get these kills onto the power plug. It's insane. Even when he has no healers and is 1v2ing and in a stationary position, it just feels like no one can really kill him without massive amounts of effort.
Right now, Shanghai actually not doing too bad. Somehow their DPS is managing to make quite a lot of space, almost as much as if they had a tank. As Doomfist comes slamming down to earth, takes out Alligator, and it looks like he's gonna escape unbelievably. Power plug gets the double, takes out the mech and Duck. He's up in that top right. Oh, unfortunately for Sangern, walks around the corner to escape the Bastion, walks right into a rocket punch of Iwa. This is absolutely unbelievable. Shanghai is putting in work.
Well, here's the thing you have to recognize with Shanghai, and this has always been the case. Power plug has always been able to make a lot of space with this Bastion. It's always been what he's been good at. He never really consistently got kills until now, apparently. But no matter what, he's always just done a good job of keeping the enemy team at bay or forcing him to go this way or that. And now we're really seeing that shine, because even though they don't have a tank, him combined with Iwa being so aggressive are managing to find picks anyway.
Yep, and he's going to be ulting here behind his Symmetra shield. He's up top, trying to shoot down onto Philadelphia. Mr. Assassin goes down. Oh, a fire strike right to the face of Mikobi on that Symmetra. Doomfist drops down behind. He's trying to take out some people, most notably Sangard. Powerplug's going to take out Duck, though, as Doomfist runs into the spawn, punches Alligator into the wall. He actually is able to get his ult and get away. Iwa might be able to get out of this, depending on where he decides to finish off his meteor strike. It does look like he's going to escape. Powerplug spamming from up top. Genji's trying to get up there and contest him, but he can't really do anything. Alligator anti-healed. He goes down. A 4-man for Shanghai with 40 seconds left. They might win Gibraltar.
It's absolutely insane. If this 4 DPS, 2 healer composition actually manages to win after 3 straight losses, I'll be quite upset, to be honest. But now look at it. It's Dill Pickle. There's a few ultimates coming up on the side of Philly. They have Dill Pickle, they have Coalescence, they have the Diva Bomb as well. But Mr. Assassin finds an early pick.
They find
the
3 of them
as well.
Unbelievable. Powerplug. Oh, Alligator misses the charge on Powerplug. He could have slammed him to the wall and killed him, but instead he's going to get away. Oh, no. A huge mistake by Alligator. I don't think it really would have mattered. It's overtime. The Genji blade comes out. Dill Pickle is dead. And Shanghai will walk away victorious. Unbelievable. Shanghai avoids the 4-0 with the Cheese Bastion strats.
Absolute. Again, I am upset. I am upset that this just happened. Philly may have won the round, but Shanghai just truly won the war. I can't even begin to explain what just happened there. How do you struggle so hard to kill this, what started as a 2, changed to a 3, ended as a 4, DPS composition with 2 healers. Now credit to the healers managed to keep all of those idiots alive. Massive credit to the healers who managed to do that. However, regardless of that, there's still no legitimate reason why that should have just worked against a team that's been doing as well as Philly has. I'm convinced that Watchpoint Gibraltar, in whatever form, whether it be with the triple dive tanks, whether it not be with the triple dive tanks, 6 support, whatever, always, Watchpoint Gibraltar will be Shanghai's favorite map, the map they always do their absolute best on. And now we're going to be looking to interview a few people from both teams. I want to interview Powerplug, I want to interview Sangern. So first we'll go ahead and get in Sangern, since his team was the one that just won the actual game. So now it's just going to be looking for the recent players to invite them into the party. Let's see. Who was it? We decided on
Sangern and Powerplug.
Sangern and Powerplug. Sangern is technically on the friends list. That's why it's not there. Alright, I only suggest them, since you're technically the part.
View suggested players. Sangern has been invited.
I don't think I called someone an idiot.
I didn't think you did either, but somebody said not good casting to call players idiots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that time I was just kind of dumbfounded by how that could work so well. And I even said that Philly has done so well this entire time. Do the wrong thing.
Need Sangern to join the party. There is Sangern.
So, Sangern, first, do you check your setup and make sure that you can share your voice on a stream. Make sure that is allowed in your party settings. You go to party settings. So you go to party and then you go to the party settings.
Allow. Okay. Allow for current party.
Okay,
All right,
we're good.
Did you hit it?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, glad to hear it. Now, Sangern, you guys did pretty well. At least on the first 3 maps. Let's focus on those for a second. Now, it seemed like a lot of the time you guys, you really leaned hard into your DPS players and your tank players. Both of them did really well at just about any time that was necessary. Have you guys sort of been practicing? Because I know that last time you guys struggled quite a lot against Dallas. So
Yeah, our team's kind of hard to get together because we're kind of cross timelines, or time zones, I should say, timelines. Like half of us are EU, half of us are NA, so we haven't really gotten a chance to practice all together.
I haven't gotten a chance to practice all together, so this was more of just kind of today you guys were really feeling it for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there last week, I didn't play last week, but yeah, the shot calling definitely on this game was on point, and felt like we were able to kind of focus and work together well.
Yeah, it really showed quite a lot. You guys, obviously you won the round against even, like, I would say, and I said this on stream earlier, that this is some of the best we've seen Shanghai play. And even then you guys managed to beat them. So you guys really improved quite a lot this calling.
Oh, thank you.
Who was your shot caller? And
We
what
had
exactly
Dill
about it went so
Pickle.
well?
Dill Pickle mostly was doing. He was on support, main support most of the round, but I feel like everyone was giving out calls. You know, I was giving out calls whenever I had important things to say. But
So
yeah,
team
definitely Dill
communication
Pickle.
was just a little bit on point, especially behind the leadership of good old Dill Pickle.
Yeah, and he was actually a sub for us this game. I think he joined for a couple days, and he got switched to the LA team because I think they were missing players or something. But
Yeah, you guys didn't have your full lineup in there today, correct? You guys were either 1 or 2 short.
we were too short, yes.
So how do you think that's going to affect you guys going into next week's matchup? Are you hoping to have your full team, or do you think that you're going to be able to play as well as you did this week with your full team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think the synergy with the people that weren't substitutes on our team, like I think between the four of us, we had pretty good synergy. And I mean, we just got to get some practicing, you know, but it's hard to do.
All right, now there is one fairly important question that I think is on everyone's mind. You guys did really well your first 3 games, but something just kind of fell apart in that last one. What was it?
You know, I can't really say for sure. We were trying something different on defense in the first round, and we were able to hold them right at the end. And I think they just played really well with the Bastion. I didn't even notice until a minute in they were doing 5 supports and a Bastion, and yeah, and then I guess we were just the switch ups weren't there, or the aggression wasn't there on that last push.
So you think it really just kind of came down to it was literally so off the wall and so weird, especially once you guys got to second and they had those 4 DPS, and so chaotic that it just kind of favored Shanghai a little bit more than you guys, like right in that exact scenario?
Yeah, I think he's.
That's pretty good for you moving up in the leaderboards, taking out what is considered, I think, a pretty tough and tricky to handle opponent. But now we're going to be trying to get an interview in with one of the members of Shanghai, so thank you for your time, my friend.
Yep, thank you, Sangern, and good luck next week in your guys' upcoming matchup.
And go ahead and invite Powerplug into the chat.
I just made it public, so you should be able to invite him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Invitation sent to Powerplug.
All right, very excited to get Powerplug in here, especially to talk to him about that 4th map strategy on Gibraltar, the Cheese Bastion strat. But really, it just...
Can you call it a strat, though?
I mean, it divulged into chaos, but there was one thing that stayed constant in that team, and that was the outstanding display of Powerplug's Bastion.
The outstanding display of the Powerplug Bastion. I mean, you are correct. Even when everything else changed around him, when everything else changed, the Powerplug Bastion remained the same. A rock in the teams for the team to lean on. Actually got a lot of kills, like basically no matter what stage the map was in. So again, it'll be pretty interesting to talk to him if he actually joins.
He may have gotten
go
offline.
May have. It says he's still on, but in the event that he doesn't join in about another 10 seconds or so, I'll go ahead and invite Iwa, because it looks like he's also online, and obviously Iwa's also pretty insane that game, even if they were losing. Yeah, it doesn't look like Powerplug is going to join, so Iwa, you're up.
All right, looks like we're going to send an invitation to Iwa. Iwa also played very nice in that game. Impressive Zarya play on the first couple of maps, then switched to DPS on the last 2. Did a fantastic job.
Powerplug joined anyway. Perfect. If Iwa joins as well, then he does.
All right, we got a double interview.
There he is. Okay, double interview. Perfect.
All right, let's go, boys. What we doing?
All right, so
what's an interview?
correct. Uh, so Power Plug, you were Power Plug. We'll go ahead and focus with you on the last map in particular, because that's where I think you really shined most of all. So, what was the thought process that led to you guys starting with a 5 support, 1 bastion composition, and then I'll call it devolving. No, that's wrong. Evolving into a 4 DPS 2 support composition.
Well, it all started since we lost the first 3 maps. We were actually trying to play the game normally, and it didn't work out because we're Shanghai. And then we ran into the 4th map, and the first game was a little reminder that if we play retarded, we can win. So then when the defense round came up, I was like, okay, hey, let's just do Bastion and 5 supports for the first point. And that's what we did. And then boom, the other team got bamboozled. My Bastion shredded through them. It was glory to my eyes.
Yeah, it was really impressive
Now,
to see.
Hold on. First, I just wanted to make sure of this. Both Iwa and Power Plug, do you actually allow your voice to be shared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure that that was already set up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
it's always allowed. It's always, yeah.
Okay, yeah, good, perfect. Okay, just better to make sure than not to. So.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
we're good there. Yeah, Power Plug, amazing stuff on Bastion. But Iwa, I have a question for you. You were doing amazing on Zarya, especially on those first 2 maps on Volskaya and on Nepal. How were you able to get so much value out of playing Zarya? Was your team really enabling you, or were you just able to have great positioning? What really allowed you to make plays like you were able to make on those first 2 maps?
Well, let's see. I held down R2 and I used my thumbs to move my stick on the enemy, and then I killed them. And that's about it.
Just click heads, forehead.
Pretty much.
But you did have a pretty good start with the first 2 maps, and a lot of that I imagine came from the fact that you guys do have a really good main tank player, or at least the person who played main tank most of the time, up until map 4. So how much do you think that you guys are? Because it seems like Shanghai is really good individually, really strong players individually, and that's why you can play chaotic garbage like 4 DPS.
Well, see, I used to be like 3,100, you know? Now I'm like 2,700, so I wouldn't say I'm pretty good, but you know.
Yeah, I used to be 2,900, and then I decided to one-shot Bastion, and now I'm 2,400, so. Yeah.
I mean, good enough for me. You guys may have lost this round as a whole, but I think it's fair to say after the final round that you've won the hearts of the people. So now I'm going to go ahead in the stream here just a little bit because it's currently 3:02, so it's already late. We're going to be starting the next round, which is 2 teams that I don't really know, that I don't remember, and I don't have the schedule because I'm a beta caster. So be sure to come back in like, I don't know, 6 minutes or so when that starts. Thank you both for your time.
I'm just gonna like be in the chat.